Okay. Hello, Carolyn.
So, hi, Jonathan. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good, good. So, first thing I noticed when I came in was how high this mirror is hung.
Okay.
And I would lower it to about 5 to 6 inches above the console.
Okay.
If you had a box here, if you had something taller here, then it could be slightly above that. But since there's nothing high here, I would put it at 5 or 6 inches above. And I would offset this. It was centered when we came, and I would put it off to the left.
Right.
Left.
Yep.
And then this one I think I would take down.
Okay.
The one on to the left of the mirror. It's the only one I have moved. I did take it down just to see what I thought about the wall being empty.
Yep.
Because I'd rather have this one. The reason I thought about moving it was I'd rather have it over there. That one between the drapery panels is really too big.
Okay.
It should not impede the molding as it's doing. So it would go over here, and it would go, I did actually make you some notes. Let's see. Anyway, it goes over there. Maybe I said how high it goes, but it may go about that high. Lower the picture and then da-da-da-da-da, move da-da-da. So we moved this one over here to about 5 inches above the top of the pillows and about 7 inches in, so that it's hanging like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually centered on the space between here and either there or there.
Yeah.
And it's about that high.
Oh.
So that height isn't too bad, but for the one over the dining table, but it could be a little bit lower. I don't understand, and this too bothered me, why there are 2 lamps there. If there were 2 lamps of the same size, maybe it would make sense.
What I did, and people have moved it, I would have the small lamp here and the larger lamp there as a clump.
Okay, together.
Yes.
Togetherness. I can see.
Right, so you get the
doing
contrast.
that. Yes.
Also hides this ugly power switch here.
So if this one were indeed over there, that works.
Yep.
Sorry about that. And yeah, together they're nice.
Yeah.
Separated they're not. Okay. So then we've talked about the mirror, the picture over the dining table. Number 3, remove the mirror from above the sofa. This one is just, again, it's crowding that molding, and it's too big for the space. The only place this might go, and you'd have to hang it very securely if you put it in the bedroom. That's where I was thinking about putting it horizontally over the bed. So again, about 6 inches above the bed. But if it fell on someone, then it would be very dangerous.
It would be, yes.
And so maybe you just get rid of it.
Right.
So in here in the bedroom, this one's hung way too high.
Yep.
It should come down.
Yep.
And this one too is hung too high and should come down.
All right.
Let's see. Back here, you did hear about there was a leak this morning. We were gone, but apparently it was right there. And
Damage anything else?
the manager was here. I don't think so.
No, okay.
The manager was here a few minutes, well, maybe half an hour ago, and
repaired.
found one drop there. But my husband was pointing out to me that this vent is clogged.
Right, that needs to be cleaned out.
It needs to be cleaned out. And the lighting in here is not so good. So I think that actually this fixture takes 1 or 2 more bulbs.
Right, one of them is out there, I see.
Yeah, and it might be a 3-bulb fixture, I don't know.
Right, right. It needs to be brighter in here, definitely.
Right. So if I look bad, it's your fault. lighting.
I just
All your fault, Jonathan.
in our other apartment down the street there in the park, I just put in this enormous strip across because she was saying it wasn't bright enough for her.
Yes.
So.
And I haven't felt the walls if they're not concrete.
Yeah.
But, okay, so let's see. Then I had other notes in case you.
Yes.
I think the color it's very neutral, and maybe you like it neutral, but I would like to see a little bit more color in here. And so, come, have a seat here, and I'll show you some things. So, I wore orange purposely because I think orange goes well. If I look over there at those knobs on the black
Yes.
piece of furniture, china cabinet, it looks kind of orange to me.
Yep.
And it looks good. And you have black in here. You have the black chair, you have the black china cabinet, you have the black here. So there's a reason maybe to, in black there, to maybe have a black pillow or a pillow with some black in it or not. But I could see, I don't want it to look like Halloween, but I could see doing something with some orange. And so I'll show you some things here.
Would you do like an unsaturated orange on the wall and then picking out some small pillows or cushions with it saturated?
You could if you wanted, but you already have this.
Brown. Okay.
You know, yes, you could.
This is really for highlighting for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just you need some color
Right.
in here. You could get a more colorful picture to put back here.
Yeah, because that's kind of
over.
obtuse, isn't it?
Yes.
And even that one is. Yeah.
Yeah. It's very dull, and so let me show you what I've found. So let's find out the photos. Yes. Okay. There we go. Come on. Behave yourself. Found that one, which is rather elegant. And I do have the sources, possible pillows from Crate and Barrel. I'm going to give this page to you. And this is the Ormond 18-inch pillow. You could do, these are kind of handy for, this is a deep sofa, and so for me, I need this to lean against. And first I thought maybe you should get rid of these two, but they are nice for back support. So maybe you should just add one or two pillows, and whether, I mean, I like that pillow, but I also like this one.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you had one of those, and one of these to put in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
And a throw, artfully arranged here. You know how to
Right.
do that. Okay. So, and I wrote the information down for you on that throw. It's from Crate and Barrel, called the Rust Plaid Throw.
Mm-hmm.
That orange pillow, by the way, is from Crate and Barrel, and it is called, I don't know what it's called. No, I do. It's the Buckley Orange 24 by 16 pillow.
Right.
And then, also at Crate and Barrel is this rug.
Oh, nice.
And whether it would look right in here, Crate and Barrel had a store here in town, and you could bring one home and see. But I'd like you to angle it. So, and here's a little drawing of the sofa and the TV and the rug angled. I think you can get by with a 5x8, which is very inexpensive at $169.15.
And the table would also be angled.
No, this, I didn't draw the table in. No, the table would stay straight. So, the rug would be angled. It would be angled here, and then it would come out that way. So the 5 feet of it would be this way, the short 5 feet here, and then coming out here, so that this might or might not be on it. It would be easier to rock probably if it was not on it.
Would we miss out one of the legs?
You might miss one of the legs.
Okay.
You might not. Don't know. And maybe you need a larger size. There's a rug in there we could try it with, but
Although I just put another stopper under there to counter the carpet.
yes.
So it's all about creating proximity between this group.
Yes, and interest and so forth. And the angle just always creates
Interest.
interest.
It's interesting. I teach web design, so there's a lot of similarities
really?
in the
Okay.
the concepts.
Okay. So, this is another possible rug. It's charcoal. It's sweater rug. It's from West Elm. I presume you have a West Elm store here.
Probably, yes.
West Elm is a division of Pottery Barn and Williams-Sonoma. And so these stores are all local, I think. And this one would, since it's charcoal, it would bring the blackish color in. And I thought, well, maybe you don't like color at all. So that's why I gave you that opportunity. But this one is quite nice. I've seen it in person, and it's actually more colorful than it looks here, and it might be too colorful. Can't tell.
It's bringing in.
Yes,
It's
and
actually got some of the
speaking of the
colours
green,
there,
yes,
yeah.
speaking of the green, this, because if you bring the orange in, this pink doesn't really, doesn't go so well.
Right.
So, I don't know if you paint or if your girlfriend or someone paints, but if you wanted to paint this console green, maybe kind of a gray green, maybe a color that is similar to one of the greens in there.
Yes.
It needs to be a muddy gray green. This sofa looks green. I know, I've held a pillow, strangely enough, on one over here, and the pillow's actually mushroom.
Right.
But there's something about the lighting in here that makes this look green. Does it look green to you?
It does.
Yeah, okay. But we know it's not.
Right.
So, anyway, the green goes very well. So that if you wanted, you could paint the table green. You could paint the table with green with an orange stripe going down there, which would give it a little more contemporary look.
Or I could put a piece of fabric over there
Yeah.
of green. Oh.
I don't know about that. Or you could get some orange paint and paint these orange. Anyone paint,
No.
Well, then leave it alone.
Yes.
And put some orange flowers in here.
Yeah.
And put an orange book on here.
Right, because there's not anything else pink in this room, is there?
No, but I was going to show you how to bring some orange into there, into the bedroom, since if we put orange in here and we have a pink bedroom, then what the hell do we do? So this is what we do.
Peach.
We get a pillow that has pink and orange.
All right.
And you see that goes with your rug.
Yes.
It has the orange in it, and so one or two of those. If you can get an elongated one with a pink and orange fabric, then you'd only need one. I don't think I'd want one small square in the middle of those, so you might have to do two. Or you might not do anything, and you might get an orange runner here. Except that I don't think the orange would really... An orange by itself is not going to go with that rug.
So you're saying because we're doing some saturated orange for highlights here, as you go in here, you're going to get a shock if it's completely pink and
Yes.
there's nothing connecting.
Yes, yes. So a pillow will take care of it.
Yeah.
Or a piece of art over the bed that has pink and orange in it.
Again, you don't want it to fall
That would
on
be
people.
safer, yes, but
It'd be
it could be a canvas.
Right, or it could be a rug kind of a...
It could be rug.
Light one.
But they're doing a lot of stretched canvases these days.
Yes.
Gallery Direct is a good web source.
Yes.
Have you used them?
No.
Okay, gallerydirect.com. You can pick out art from a number of artists, and you can order it either framed or you can order it as a stretch canvas. So in this case, if you found a stretch canvas in orange and pink, it would go very well there. And that would be inexpensive. It would probably cost you $125.
And people don't revolt when they see orange and pink together.
Oh, I think that's beautiful.
Okay. My mother did a big motif red and pink. She was very artistic.
Ah.
I remember in the bedroom growing up, it was a red ceiling, which is unheard of.
Good. Well, good for her.
Yeah, so I'm kind of rebelling against. I like unsaturated colors, a little bit of saturation for the
Yes.
highlights.
Yes, well, okay, so let's see what else.
I'm guessing you do this for a living, not for a hobby. Yeah.
I do, but I had fun with this. So, possible rug. Gave you the info on that. Remove the small, well, we talked about the small lamp. Paint the console, possibly. Consider an IKEA console for here.
Getting rid of the wood one, right?
Well, it's because this is not traditional,
Okay.
the dining room. And the kitchen looks nice and contemporary. And if we painted that orange or traded it for, something else that's a little more contemporary. I don't know, in Austin, where we live, things have gotten very contemporary. Not in every house, obviously. Maybe 2/3 of the people are still traditional, or maybe more. But the ones I work with who are building new houses or want to change something are going more contemporary. Is that happening here?
I'm just wondering, if somebody opens that door there, are they expecting to come back into 19th century Boston?
I don't know.
That was my
I don't
question,
know.
whether they're looking for something,
I didn't find 19th century Boston. I found a table that was...
a mix match. So I'm wondering whether we should be
And
bringing it back to
You can
old.
keep it old. You could do a rug that's more traditional, but the rug I showed you was more contemporary, and that may be enough. We can have, but this piece is French provincial, out of style. You know, it's you could do an antique here, but this is not an antique. This is a reproduction of what someone thought French provincial should look like, and
Such fun getting that out of here.
oh, well, okay. So
I think I said at the time, never again am I moving this piece.
you're never gonna get rid
It's
of
just
it.
too big to get through that door.
Yes. Okay. Well, then it's going to stay.
But
It's going to stay.
I'm listening.
Okay. But IKEA has wonderful media furniture,
Yes.
so I'm sure other people do.
Yeah, we
too,
bought
but-
some for our home, beautiful black lacquered stuff, which would
Okay.
fit in here actually with that.
Yeah. So we borrow some friends and
An hacksaw.
and get it done. And if you have questions or want to show me pictures of things, you can email me
Will
at
do.
my email address.
Oh, that's
there.
fantastic.
So, any questions?
If we were to, as you can see, the woodwork here is old, tired, needs redoing. The windows let gusts of wind through in the wintertime, especially these ones here. And we've got 19th century windows here, which
Yes, they're beautiful.
cost
Yeah.
15,000 each to replace. So it's. I was thinking of getting internal storms, curved glass storms, and double hung, and
What does that cost?
not much, a few hundred
Really?
bucks, not thousands
Really?
and thousands. Yeah, there's a place in the Midwest that'll actually that creates curved glass.
Good for the Midwest. Where in the Midwest?
I can send you that detail. There's
Oh,
only
no, it
one
doesn't matter.
one
Just,
company because I've
I
never.
grew up in Iowa. My husband's from Chicago.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah, because this really needs something to happen here.
yes. I wondered about flat shutters. You know, you could do a flat shutter.
Yes, and you still get the gap at the top.
So yes, I think
The curved ones
go
might
for
work.
it.
Yeah.
Sure, if it's going to help the, you know, I don't know what I'm hearing at night, but I hear something that sounds like an air conditioner, but this doesn't seem to be on. And I don't know what it is, but there's a...
October or the end of September, October, the heating starts to come on. It's getting down into the 50s. Could be the rumbling
there
of.
was a date that
Yeah.
I've been in France when when you'd like to have the heat on, they say, can't do it.
Where do you stay in France?
Wherever, you know, the Loire Valley, we were in the Dordogne and the Loire last year.
Yeah. My family lives. At least my daughter married a Frenchman, so we go over there a lot.
Oh, where?
I just got back from the Lot Valley. You know the Lot River Lot?
I do know of it, but I've not been.
It's very, very pretty indeed.
It's in the south.
It's full of sunflowers everywhere you look, in lovely undulating countryside.
Oh.
And prices are very reasonable. You can rent a chateau for, I think we got one for about 2,000 a week.
Great.
It's very good prices.
Super. So where, what town?
Saint-Sylvestre-sur-Lot.
You know it now.
Saint-Sylvestre, but there's a
Saint-Sylvestre.
Agen is the bigger town, and anywhere within 50 miles of Agen on the river is lovely. So it's not
A-G-E-N.
AGEN. So it's not as upmarket as the Dordogne,
Okay.
and it's just very French.
Good. Well, it's always nice to find a place that's well priced,
Yeah.
but still affordable.
Yeah. I'm planning on. I'll turn this over.